Now, the week before last was Mother's Day, and I presume, like our family, you celebrated your mother, your wife, or the significant woman in your life. Or perhaps you were the one who was celebrated. And we do want to do that. We do want to give thanks for mothers and for the blessing from God that they are to all of us. And I imagine that, like me, when it's Mother's Day or Christmas Day or a birthday, that you take some time to consider what gift you'll buy, or whether you go out for dinner or stay home, or any other thoughts that kind of come to mind that will make the day just a wonderful day. Well, last week we finished chapter 2 with the Apostle Paul explaining to the Thessalonians that he made every effort to come to them and spend time with them again, but he was prevented from doing so. Well, what we'll see today is that in the same way that we spend time planning for days like Mother's Day, because we do want our mothers to know that we love them, well, so too Paul made plans to encourage the Thessalonians, even though he was unable to see them. Paul writes, 1 Thessalonians 3 verse 1, "Therefore, when we could no longer stand it, we thought it was better to be left alone in Athens, and we sent Timothy, our dear brother and God's co-worker in the gospel of Christ, to strengthen and encourage you concerning your faith, so that no one will be shaken by these afflictions. For you yourselves know that we are appointed to this." See, Paul sent Timothy to the Thessalonians with the express purpose of encouraging their faith. You know, whenever missionaries return home to visit their support churches, they spend time talking about what they've been doing and how the message of Jesus has been impacting Christians and unbelievers where they live, so that we will continue to support them prayerfully and financially. However, we don't continue to support our missionaries simply because they inform us of how they're earning their money. We support them because we are encouraged by their stories and by the way Jesus is working throughout the world, and we want that to continue. We want to help them to share the message of Jesus wherever they are. Well, Paul has the same mindset when it comes to the Christians in Thessalonica. He wants to encourage them, but he can't do that himself. And so he sends Timothy, so that Timothy will help them and build them up in their faith. And yet notice that Paul refers to the afflictions that he has endured. 1 Thessalonians 3 verse 4. "In fact, when we were with you, we told you in advance that we were going to experience affliction. And as you know, it happened. For this reason, when I could no longer stand it, I also sent him to find out about your faith, fearing that the tempter had tempted you and that our labour might be for nothing. But now Timothy has come to us from you and brought us good news about your faith and love. He reported that you always have good memories of us and that you long to see us as we long to see you." Now, on Wednesday, we'll focus on the encouragement that the Thessalonians are to Paul, as opposed to the encouragement that Paul is to them. However, today I want you to see that the idea of affliction is one that Paul says is commonplace for the believer. And not that we've done anything or will do anything to deserve it, but affliction is part and parcel with following Jesus. Because as Paul knew in advance, there will always be some in the community who oppose Jesus, who oppose his teaching, and who oppose us as well. Now, Paul knew it for himself, and he knew it for the Thessalonians. And so he prepared them for it and wrote to them to assure them that his faith is strong and that they have to work hard to withstand the temptation of the evil one and continue to hold firm to Jesus. And so, friends, with that in mind, why not spend a couple of minutes in prayer and pray for someone you know who may be experiencing affliction at the moment, and ask God to help them stand firm in their faith.